Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm back with another Launch Tech tutorial video. This one's going to be an in-depth video, not like a kind of little compilation of a couple of different launches. I'm going to be talking about the hammer launch today. The hammer launch is not my launch, by the way. It was, I believe, developed by a person named G Sus. What it is an X-side launch. And you kind of come in an angle, and it is a drop launcher variation. So you come up here, and it puts you at a really good angle for destabilization and using down smash. So yeah, it's a pretty simple launch. I was doing it before I knew what it was, and then once I learned about what it was, I kind of refined my abilities with it. But yeah, so let's just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do one, show you guys what it looks like. Let's do another one. Yeah, so sometimes I get it to ride the rail, sometimes it goes straight up here. Let's see. And then sometimes it does a 50-50. It just depends how you do it. I feel like the 50-50 could technically be like a whole nother piece of launch tech, like a 50-50 hammer drop, hammer launch, whatever. I'm gonna go over how to do this with string. I'll show you it with winder as well, and I'll go over how to do it both right and left-handed. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, let's talk about body positioning. You're gonna position your body kind of just towards the middle. Get your standard, good power stance, nice and steady footing. You're gonna take your left hand, and we're gonna position it around here. Think of that invisible line, right? This is your opponent's space. This is your space. You're gonna be like right on that line, pretty much. Now just make sure you're not gonna hit your opponent or anything. I start back actually a little bit because of a little bit of a forward flick I do, just to get it to really kind of come over here more, to help it get into this proper positioning. So yeah, we're gonna go like this around here, and then you're gonna turn a little bit to the left, because if you think about the Beyblade, Nisma Blader made this, talked about this, and it's a really good way to think about it. Think of the Beyblade as a wheel. If you have it, right, your launch is like this, let's say your Beyblade's like this. If you have it just straight forward, it's gonna go like that if you have it at an angle, right? If you have it this way, and then you have it at an angle, it will actually kind of roll more this way. So yeah, so you have point this way a little bit, and then we're going to tilt backwards like this. But when we do the tilt, it's very subtle at first, and then as you rip, you tilt back a little bit more. Maybe even just start flat, and then yeah, it's basically start flat. Don't worry about the angle, otherwise you're going to go too far. So yeah, you're going to be pointing this way, kind of just towards like this direction, right? And then you're going to be here, and I move forward just a tiny bit. Make sure you're not going completely over that like imaginary line. You're not obstructing your opponent at all. Do not hit your opponent. And then tilt back as you rip, and just make sure it's a nice smooth launch. And there you go. Let's go over how to do this with left-handed now, because it's pretty much the same angle left-handed, but I know there's a lot of left-handed bladers out there just wondering how the heck do I do the stuff. So I thought I would go over it as well. So as far as positioning goes for the body, you're actually going to position yourself a little bit higher up towards the top of the X side, I find, just so you can get to the proper spot. And then of course right here, just behind the imaginary line, and then you're going to point this way, right? And then you're gonna, as you rip, you do that slight backwards tilt. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Sorry, this may take me a couple attempts to do left-handed. I'm not left-handed, so fuck. Alright, try this again. There we go. Yeah. So just yeah, I'm telling you guys, I'm not left-handed. Okay, so don't make fun of me. Yeah, well, I got one. It's possible. If you're left-handed, it'll probably be a lot easier. But yeah, just see if I can actually get a good one again. Okay. Right here. I got it. It's more of like a tungsten style. Anyway, I'm not gonna try again. I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself. Anyways, yeah. So just remember, position your body a little bit more towards the top, and you're gonna be pointing down this way, and then tilt backwards as you rip. It's not a heavy tilt, and then also I guess move forward a little bit. But yeah, that's basically how you do it left-handed. So now let's go over winder. So winder is basically the same thing. I just wanted to show you guys, kind of just give you guys a visual for anyone that uses winder. So it's basically the same thing. I don't use winder, by the way, so shut up. So this is my puppies. I don't use winder, so this might not turn out the greatest. Let's see if I can do it. Basically it. Do another one. Hold the stall. I'm also not getting the angle quite proper. But I mean, as you guys see, it works. I mean, same thing. Even the winder kind of helps because you can use it at the point if it's straight. Right, so you're pointing this way, you're positioned here, and then you tilt backwards a little bit. Alright, left-handed winder. I don't think I've ever been able to do a left-handed on winder, so I want to at least show you guys the angle. Positioning, right? So same body positioning. Right? You launch the same positioning. You're gonna point this way a little bit, and then. Holy crap! Okay, that was sort of it, but it went crazy for a second. Whatever. Yeah. So now it's I guess I'll just show you guys a compilation of clips of it smacking Wizard Rod 960 ball. Also, this thing is cracked. I just got this. One last thing that I forgot to mention is that I think the best bit to learn this with would be taper. I find it's pretty easy. You can do it with ball as well, but I think taper is a little bit easier just to get the angles and stuff. I do it with rush though all the time. It's fine. I've done it with level. I think have I? Yeah, I've done it with level. You can do it basically anything. I've done it with low flat, but I think taper would be the best. So yeah. Oh my god. Wow. That was aura farming. So yeah, that's how you do the hammer launch. I hope you guys found this helpful. Also, thank you for my last launch tech video, like all the views and likes and comments I got. I want support. I've never had a video get that big before, so that's awesome. I'm glad it helped a lot of people. So yeah, just a really nice, the hammer launch, really nice launch. Good for down smashers like Tyrannobeat and Hell's Hammer. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.